So the tools we need: a hoof pick, a shoe pull-off, and a rasp. Any kind of rasp that's smooth to shave the nails off will be very helpful and handy for you. Notice I have it in a wearable tool pack. This tool pack was designed for convenience, not only to store your tools, but also to wear it when you're under the horse. So, I go to the horse, and I'll let you follow beside us, Peaches. My camera lady is doing a fine job. First thing you want to remember when you pick up the horse's foot is always be in a safe position. Make sure your horse is standing on a nice level spot. I always remind people you want to make sure you're positioning the horse so the foot is in the lightest position possible. So the less weight on the foot, the easier it is for a pickup. So you'll notice I've positioned her so her foot is ahead of her body. I can reach down, safely balance the toe. That's going to be the trick, balancing the toe. Of course, I'm going to pull up, remove any dirt and debris that's under there. This shoe, you can see, is actually due to be reset. It's a little loose today, so we're going to pull it off so that the farrier can actually do his job. And if you're out on a trail, you may find that this shoe would tear off or damage the foot. So to prevent that, we'll pull this shoe off. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually extend this foot forward. And again, the trick is to balance the toe. And we're going to take our metal rasp and literally grind the nails smooth. I don't know if you can see that, but through the camera, hopefully you can see that the nails are smooth to the touch. The little shiny ones. And we'll walk over to this side. If you're out on a trail, you're probably not going to have a hoof stand with you, so you'll notice how I'm standing. Standing with my knees bent, my back straight, to make a kind of a place for me to perch the hoof. Again, if you're out on a trail, you're not going to have the benefit of having a hoof jack or a hoof stand. That's why I think this tool pack comes in handy, because it's on my leg. I can reach for the tools that I need. Okay, so we're going to set her down. When we set down, make sure that we keep the toe balanced until she places herself on the ground. Then we'll walk back around this way. Notice when I went to pick up her foot, how easy she is. She understands, plus she's in a balanced state already. We positioned her to be balanced before I even ask to pick up the foot. When I go to get under the horse, I want to make sure I keep the toe balanced. Notice that I pick it up, and I don't want to have the foot pulled out away from her body. The trick is going to be keeping the hoof as close to underneath her belly as possible for center of gravity. If I pull it out too far, she's going to object. If she's an older horse or even a young horse that's fearing of falling down from being out of balance, you'll find that pulling the leg out might feel better for you, but it doesn't feel better for the horse. So we want to make sure we keep the foot under the horse's belly, crawl under there, bend my knees. And the trick with pulling shoes off is I'm always going to start on one end. And when I pinch the shoe, I'm going to make sure I'm lifting up at the toe. So as I pull down from the base of the shoe, I'm lifting up on the toe a little bit. Then on this side, and you'll notice this shoe's relatively loose. As I did that, you can see the nail heads are already popping out. So I can pull an individual nail head, nail completely out. And notice, and this nail's out, notice how I'm still working from the rear or the heel end up towards the toe. And the way this tool is designed, you'll notice it has little ridges on the head. That's going to help for leverage, particularly if I need to come against the shoe to pull the nail off. You can see I pinched it like this, then I turned it over this way so that the head of the tool can be used to literally pry the nail out of the hoof. Same thing on this side. Now if I can't pinch it, I can get back under the shoe. Notice that I am going alternating from one side to the other, working my way to the toe. So once I break this side loose, if I were to continue to pry on the shoe and come this direction, it's going to tear out that corner of the foot. So this side's broke loose. The trick is to come back to this inside, position behind that nail, and pull towards the toe so that you're actually getting the shoe lifted off the foot. And there's no chips or cracks that your farrier would have to deal with later. They would probably compliment you on pulling a clean shoe, doing a clean pull. So that's basically all there is to pulling a shoe off. If you had your rasp and you saw some sharp edges there, like hoof fragments or splintery edges, we'll say, you can rasp that off to smooth touch. This is a different subject for possibly another video or something, but you could also put a boot on or duct tape it if you felt the foot was not strong enough to make it back home. If this happened to be in the middle of the trail that you're having to attend to this issue. Here today, we're lucky we're in the barn. So, and her feet are pretty solid, so there's no need to worry about that. So, again, I would recommend you have some basic tool pack, and this tool pack is very convenient because I can undo it. My tools are right there. I can wrap it up and so forth for easy storage. Of course, you can, our horse is leaving before we're ready, but you can kind of wrap it up. There's different ways you can tie it up or wrap it up and that kind of thing. But anyway, that's our shoe pulling, and I appreciate your attention, and see you next time. Have a good ride.